SCP-217. Object Class Kita. Special Containment Procedures. The containment area is to be kept behind 2 reverse pressured airlocks. Chemical shower sterilization, fully contained atmosphere hazmat suits, and 24-hour post-interaction quarantine and testing are mandatory for all personnel. Should containment be breached, the blast doors for the containment and research area will seal, and chemical agent SCP-217-11 will be pumped into the air. Any human exposed to SCP-217 are to be contained and held for observation. Any items touched by those affected by 217 must be sterilized. SCP-217 is a virus incurable by current means with a 100% infection rate. It affects all organisms in the kingdom Animalia and can be spread through touch or contact with bodily fluid. SCP-217 is very hardy and can survive for years outside the host body. The process of infection is very slow, with some subjects going several years before manifesting any symptoms. The virus alters the biochemistry of organic tissue, causing organic matter to rearrange into a form of organic metal. The process involved with the change is not yet fully understood, but the advanced stages are well documented. A subject will begin to turn into a complex arrangement of gears and clockworks, these taking over the former biological functions. The advanced stage of infection is reported to be very painful, but early stages are often unnoticed, with only vague feelings of confusion, insomnia, and joint stiffness. Hearts are replaced by gears and small tubes, joints by gear networks, eyes by the structures, not unlike those of primitive hand-crank film cameras, the liver, etc., etc. SCP-217 first manifests itself on the outside of the body in all creatures except for mammals. In mammals, on the other hand, it first converts the inside structures of the body before manifesting itself on the outside. This can cause those infected to go on for very long periods of time without knowing it's infected. The virus has even shown to totally convert the inside of the body before showing any external visible symptoms. You see, that is how SCP-217 managed to infest several metropolitan areas in the past, like and Florida's alligator population. The mental state of those in the middle or advanced stages of infection have shown to be, let's call it, much diminished. Subjects respond in repetitive fashion, very dull mechanical inactions. They are also easily distracted and confused and appear to be generally irritable when faced with new problems. In addition, research on a fully converted brain has document 217-6. These are notes on some of the symptoms. Subjects infected with SCP-217 have, at early stages, reported no major symptoms aside from increased lethargy and a lack of emotional response. Some have reported a feeling of fluttering or moving under the skin, coupled with a persistent ticking noise. The noise seems to be most prominent when it infects the shoulders, neck, and head. However, for some reason, it is inaudible by recording equipment when pressed against the infected area. Initial infection by SCP-217 is, well, as I already said, nearly undetectable. As the infection advances, subjects will begin to feel sharp, tearing pains in areas that have been converted. It has been compared to a knife wound or a deep muscle tear, and can persist for hours or even several days, depending on the subject and the area infected. The new clockwork organs appear to tear and rip at tissue for a short time before becoming fully integrated and settling in. Yes, that does sound somewhat painful. Areas infected appear to be metal, mainly brass, steel and iron. Other substances has been reported, appearing to be leather, rubber, glass, wood and other basic materials. Despite appearances, it's purely organic material, even it carries some of the subject's DNA. Anyway, organs and tissues affected appear more resilient than normal, carrying the same strength and density as the materials they resemble, instead of normal tissue density. But it's much lower than standard human regeneration. However, testing has shown there are no ill effects if parts made from normal materials, like steel, wood or leather, etc., replace the existing biomechanical clockworks. Most alarming though, people infected with the virus can continue for months, even years, without being detected. The virus spread so easily, hundreds if not thousands could be infected before any containment could be enforced. Infection appears to spread most quickly in large offices, malls and other large concentrations of people. Oh, by the way, anyone suspected or confirmed to be infected is not allowed to be anywhere near SCP-882. Slight addendum. At this time, cross-experimentation between SCP-229 and SCP-217 is allowed, only with O5 approval. And what else? Oh, that was it.
That was SCP-217. Yes, don't worry, I'm not infected. And a matter of fact, there are barely any known outbreaks. Well, except for that time in Whitby, and Lincoln, and the time in Bochum, but Von de Graaff, and then there's that little accident in the Nevada desert. But apart from that, there are barely no known outbreaks. So, I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Dankaert Lexicon, signing off.
Thank you for listening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bonsert of Radio Retro Future, and I hope you enjoy our first SCP reading here. If you want us to do more of this type of content in the future, you can let us know by smashing that like button and of course replying in the comment section and let us know what SCPs you want us to read in the future. A special thank you to Musical Wizardry for letting me use his background music, and Cornelis Sagan for letting me use his image of the steampunk virus. And I'd also like to thank my Patreon patrons: Jax Marek, Steam Chest, The Groenevee Absinthe, Steamy Wonders, Musical Wizardry, Mr. Lotus, Feline Lung, Kathy Ma, and Phoebe Darkling. If you want a personal thank you at the end of our episodes, please support us on Patreon. Till next time, and happy Halloween.